Hola y bienvenidos a Amores Patos. Hi, welcome to Amores Patos. I'm your host, Anna.
And I'm your other host, Faby. This is a podcast where two best friends get together and talk about
Duck Facts,
Duck Lore,
Duck Jimmy Fallon, and
DuckTales.
Hello.
Hi.
Cut that the fuck out.
Again, it's weird to start with us being in different places.
I know. Again, we are doing our review, our recording from our own homes in different cities.
Mm-hmm.
So are we gonna keep that horrible intro?
Yes, because it's funny. Actually, I don't know, it depends.
And our terrible, we never know how to start this,
No.
we got the format for the intro, and then it's like, who knows?
We used to not know how to end it, and you can tell. And we would just be slowly trying to end it, and now we don't know how to start it.
Christ. Ugh.
So
Whatever.
What episode is this, Anna?
This is Day of the Only Child. This
Hey.
is episode 18 of Amores Patos. I can't be bothered to remember what episode it is for DuckTales. I think
16, according to my notes.
right? 16. I didn't write for this.
God.
But we're recording this, how to say, we've been trying to catch up, but it's been hectic just because
Yeah.
we
Life.
we missed a week because of Anime Expo.
Yes! So I kidnapped Anna and forced her to go to Anime Expo.
I was perfectly willing, despite the 100-degree weather.
It was a mistake, so let's tell you all about it.
Oh God.
It was really hot. Well,
was-
Anime Expo, if you guys don't know, it takes place in Los Angeles, which is where I live.
Mhm.
And it was heat wave. It was a heat wave week, basically.
Oh my God. It was in the 90s, every day of the week. It got up to 107 one of the days. The only day they handed out free water was that day.
Yeah. It was insane, and so I cosplayed, and Anna did too.
I did.
And I just wore the hottest cosplays every day.
Dude, I wore a mask
Yeah.
every day.
So I cosplayed Miguel Rivera from Coco,
or just Coco.
Coco, as apparently a lot of people were just screaming out Coco to me. And then it was Maple Pines from Gravity Falls, and Launchpad from, obviously you know. I hate Launchpad and his fucking leather jacket. It was so hot. It was...
Dude.
I looked sweaty. I looked gross in half the picture.
Oh. I mean, there was an AC inside the convention center, which, thank God, I would have died instantly. Just because stepping outside was like stepping onto hell.
Yeah.
It was
the 10
so
minutes,
hot.
The 10 minutes that I was outside as Launchpad, I was like, please kill me.
Yeah.
I've gone to other cons, and this was probably one of the hottest, but also they stepped up their game, and they actually, you could feel the AC inside, which was really good.
It felt real nice inside.
Yeah, but Anna was Darkwing, and we took really cool photos, which I'll eventually upload to our Tumblr.
Yeah, if we uploaded a good about two or three on our Twitter already there. We look sick as hell.
We look really cool.
Yeah, I'm
it's not until the end of the day that I look really sweaty.
Yeah, so we got pictures before that.
Yeah.
I am so fucking proud of my Darkwing cosplay. I've never cosplayed before, and I was Star-Lord the first day. That was a Halloween costume I bought though. And then I was Garfield the Deals Warlock for those who listen to the Adventure Zone. And I handed out free slap bracelets to whoever recognized me.
It was incredible every time she did it, literally, because people would not expect it.
Yeah.
And she would just hand it out, and their faces was the best thing ever.
Like there was I think a girl on an escalator.
Yeah,
that was like
the best
Garfield, and I sewed pockets into the cloak I had, and so I would whip out a slap bracelet, and I'm like, for you. And they continue down the elevator.
I know, it was so funny. Yeah, I loved it.
And then as Darkwing, I was able to find all the pieces of the costume on Amazon and in thrift stores, or I already had it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so much fun to get to be recognized as Darkwing, because people would just be like, oh my god, it's Darkwing!
Yeah, I think me and you got recognized. I got recognized a lot as Miguel.
Yes,
and it was
definitely.
a lot of like adults.
Yeah,
who really wanted pictures of me.
Oh yeah.
And like you were like, you know, like people who obviously grow up watching Darkwing, and it was just so cool.
Yeah, like in the artist alley, almost every table we stopped at, they're like, "Oh my god, Darkwing Duck!"
Yeah. And then I was being annoying and being like, "And Launchpad," because I was being bitter. No, but like weirdly enough, we actually found merch for Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, like the first day I was Darkwing 2 days. The first day we walk into Artist Alley for the third time.
Yeah.
We walk in, and instantly you're like, "Oh my god, it's Darkwing print," and I'm like, "You're fucking kidding me."
Yeah,
you're kidding me.
I saw like the logo and I was like,
yeah,
is that really? And then I saw it, it was like this really cool like vector art print, and I was like,
yeah, and I'm like,
a Negaduck one, but I didn't buy the Negaduck one.
Nah.
But Darkwing.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're like it's a print, and I'm like, you're fucking shitting me. Like, no fucking way. There's a Darkwing print in this anime Artist Alley.
Right.
But there was, but there was.
Sometimes you won't even like last year. I didn't even find any Marvel stuff. Like, really.
Yeah.
So to find Darkwing Duck
yeah.
things, I was like,
what the hell?
What? And that wasn't, like, the only thing.
Yeah,
we ended up buying, like, a pair of buttons.
Yeah, because the lady at the Darkwing booth told us, like, that there was was it her or someone else?
I think it was someone else.
Okay, then someone else told us, someone else told us that there's a table, like, 2 rows back selling Darkwing pins. And we're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna find that table. And we did.
Yeah, we did. And there was these really cool, like, Darkwing and Negaduck pins.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's amazing. Like, I would have never thought. And we also got a Darkwing Duck plush. And yes, Anna and I have a lot of the same merch now.
Yeah, we do. we have fucking, like, including the individual buttons of Negaduck and Darkwing, we have 4 pieces of merch that are identical.
Yeah. Because we just had to.
Oh yeah, where the fuck else am I gonna get Darkwing Duck merchandise?
Exactly. I'm still in shock. Like, I can't wait to put them up and decorate my room.
Yes, oh my god. I wish I was back in my apartment. I could, put them up, but I'm on, so it's just cluttering my room here.
But honestly, it was wild. And not only that, but Anna also got to meet.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Like, the night before we went to Anime Expo, there's, like, the app, and you can look through, like, the guests and the people and who will do autographs. I'm like, I'm not gonna know anyone. I'll check. Mostly anime people, obviously. A couple, Steven Universe. And then Tony fucking Anselmo. Donald Duck's voice actor's gonna be there, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's ever for Kingdom Hearts, but, in general. Mm-hmm. And so, I think it was the first day, right? First day of the con?
It was the first day.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it was hard to find the information at first, but I was like, we need to find this, so we did.
Yeah, like, I have to fucking find this guy. And so we did. We got there early. I was like the 5th, 6th person in line. Mm-hmm. And there were a decent amount of people. They were mostly older than us, definitely. Yeah. Like, a guy, like, in his 50s, a dude maybe in his 40s, stuff like that.
That one guy that we kept running into... Like, every Disney thing?
Yeah, he was Beast that time.
Yeah, and then he was Flynn Rider.
Yeah. Like, there were people, because it was $30 per autograph. Mm-hmm. There are people with, like, 5 Funko Pops, or, like, a bunch of prints, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what jobs do you have?
Right? Like...
You can just shell out. Like,
I regret not doing it, but at the same time, I was like, I don't have enough money. I wouldn't have enough money to buy, like, the Darkwing print, like...
Yeah. But I had to.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. So, like, I did it. I got, you could choose from the prints that they were available. I got a DuckTales one for the new DuckTales. I don't know why I haven't posted a picture of it yet, but I'll post a picture. And so yeah, I went, and I was like losing my mind. I was shaking so bad. And I said, like he's signing it, and I'm like, I'm a really big fan. And he responds by asking if I've seen the new Tres Caballeros show. The one that isn't available in the US yet.
The one that we still haven't seen and know nothing about.
Yes, nothing about that. And he says that, hey, have you seen it? And that I forget the exact wording, but that he was really like proud of that work. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh my god. Well, goodbye. I can see my lifelong dream of meeting Donald Duck.
Oh, yeah, the print is so sweet too.
It's a really, really high quality print. It's one of the older DuckTales promo art. It's where it's the whole family in the Jeep and there's spears being thrown at it.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, I was like shaking as I left. I'm like, oh my god.
I know, because we left you because we didn't want to like clutter up the line because I wasn't getting it and my friend wasn't either. So we're just like, okay, peace. And then you were like, it's done. And I was like, oh, that fast? But like, you had a whole experience in those few minutes.
Yeah. And it was super great. The con was super great, even if it was tiring and we walked a whole bunch and it was hot outside.
At least none of us got con crud.
Yes, yeah, none of us got sick afterwards. I was sick beforehand, like when we were recapping Jaws Ka-Ching. I had a really bad cold, and it was just like at the end of it when we did that, but it's gone now.
Now it's just chilling. No, honestly, those days of the con was really busy, and stuff happened, and then Agent 22 came out during that time. We stayed up, like, we did not sleep as much as we should have, considering how early we were getting up every day. So we waited until midnight that Friday, and we were like, this is a good idea, and then it wouldn't load for a while. Yeah, so we ended up watching it, like, at 12:30.
Yeah, 12:30.
And then twice.
Yeah,
so we went to bed, like, at 1:30, and I was just like, I'm dead.
Yeah, it was worth it. I'm like, this is a horrible decision. I'm already exhausted, but it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yeah.
That was, like, me just, like, being Launchpad and all those photos. I'm like, it's hot. I'm, like, not... Yeah. I regret some of my choices of, like, not dyeing my hair, but it was fun, and it was worth it. And I love the ball pit photos that I'm going to post, because those were a delight.
Those are fun. There was a ball pit, and I fell into it.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to be on the floor.
No. It was definitely a lot of fun.
We're just bitter that we can't go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, extremely bitter, but c'est la vie. It's not like I've lived next to it for my whole life. Totally. I'm fine. It's cool.
I'm also bitter that I can't go to Dragon Con, or any other con, really.
Yeah.
Send us money.
We need to plan.
We do.
We need to actually plan these things.
I know. Ugh. I can't even,
once a con is a possibility. We just gotta plan.
I'm just
anyway. Let's get rid of those Comic-Con blues by talking about this episode.
Yay!
This episode, again, we are recapping Day of the Only Child.
I don't know. Wait, I was gonna say something. Fuck. It's like a three-parter, basically.
It basically is. Like, it's made up of 3 little mini parts. But so, the story for this episode is by Frank Angones, Madison Bateman, Colleen Evanson, Christian Maglehayes, and Bob Snow. It was written by Bob Snow. The storyboards were by, I can do this, Emmy Cicierega, Jason Riker, and Ben Holm. And it was directed by Dana Terrace and Tanner Johnson. And our watches, Gasolina by Daddy Yankee, Fit People.
Way, you look like a classic kind of a guy. I'm like that.
Yes, one can never be too classy.
Way, you got a nice little place here. Only hotel, I'm never stay inside.
I hate you so much. You're my best friend, but I hate you.
I did. Yeah, so Gasolina by Daddy Yankee. The pit bull is not present in this episode, unfortunately. And
sure, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm still laughing.
My proudest moment.
If you were here, I'd shove you, but you're not.
Nope, I'm very
No.
far away. Not that far away, but... And I wanted to introduce 2 new watches.
Ooh, surprise
The first-
for me.
I know! The first, because I couldn't remember, I think in the either Goldie or the Jaw Ka-Ching episode, was like, I wanted to think of like other more obscure characters we could start a watch for.
Oh, yeah.
And I drew a complete blank at the time.
Same.
I'm now starting a watch for Faby Duck.
Oh, okay. The duck that I only vaguely know about.
Yes. So for those who don't know, I know very little about Faby other than these very basic surface level things.
Mm-hmm.
But Faby Duck is one of Donald Duck's other cousins. Not as well known as Gladstone, obviously, but Faby Duck is the son of, I believe, Abner Duck, who is Quackmore's brother.
Oh, okay.
Abner and someone. I think she does have a name,
Oh
but I
my
don't
god.
remember it. Like, I can Google.
Google. Oh, this is also duck lore.
Ooh, yes,
Ooh.
it is Duckler. I always forget we have Google at our disposal now.
Same.
And my first instinct is to be just like, oh well.
Too bad we didn't look it up in advance.
Yeah, but I'm like, Google! At my fingertips. Let me see. Oh, here's a whole Wikipedia page.
Oh my god.
Should I just read the whole Wikipedia page?
No.
Okay, let me see. Okay. I was wrong about his dad, too, so that's a good thing I checked.
So Anna's over here giving us false facts.
Oh, no! My reputation is ruined. Oh, what the fuck? Apparently his job is that he's a reporter. What?
For BuzzFeed?
No. Just, that's occupation is reporter. I would not trust this guy with the news.
Who's lovingly editing these Wikipedia articles?
I don't know. But it's the Disney Wiki. This one is typically more trustworthy.
True.
Well, anyway, Faby Duck, his dad is, fuck, how do you pronounce this? Eider? It's E-I-D-E-R.
Eater?
Eater Duck is his father, who is, yeah, he's Quackmore's brother. Who the fuck is Abner then? That is a person.
Probably. That sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar?
I don't know.
Do you want me to Google Abner?
Sure. And so his father is Eider Duck, and his mother is Lulabelle Loon.
All I got was whitewater duck.
That's a person. Who is that?
I-
I think that is a relative. I just can't remember who that is.
He's the brother of Feathery.
Oh, he's not fucking listed here.
Yeah,
All
I
I'm
just
getting
found
is an
him.
unnamed sister. What the fuck?
I
They
just
couldn't
put-
even list Eider. They couldn't even list Abner. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I put Abner Duck and I got whitewater duck. All other names is Abner Duck.
Huh. Okay. Well, according to the Disney Wiki, Faby Duck is the slightly mixed up and extremely eccentric cousin of Donald Duck, and a regular supporting character in the Donald Duck comics. Faby often unwittingly annoys others via his peculiar vision on the world.
Hashtag me. Related.
What?
I don't know.
He's meant to be like a beatnik, kinda.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, so we're on the lookout for this
Yeah,
man.
so, this man.
For this man.
So Faby Duck Watch has now begun.
Hey.
And I wanted to introduce another watch.
Oh my god, you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
It's titled the 1 Minute Donald Watch.
Oh my god.
Who's never wrong but always right? Who never dream of starting a fight? Who gets stuck with all the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck.
If we don't get Donald for more than a minute, it doesn't count. It doesn't count as him being a actual supporting character in an episode.
And this is gonna sound like the bitter Launchpad fan that I am, but can we also add Launchpad in that one?
It's just because Launchpad is meant to be a more minor character. Donald Duck is...
Excuse me, I will fight you.
No, I love Launchpad.
No, yeah, Donald, where are you, Donald? We miss you.
It's just because Donald is the nephew's guardian, basically father, and Scrooge's nephew, and the most well-known character in the show.
And is crying inside. Like...
But so
I feel that
the 1 minute Donald watch is not in this episode. Does not come to fruition.
Yeah.
It doesn't show up at all. There's no adults in this episode. None of them.
Excuse me.
Oh, my bad. There's one adult, technically.
Anne and I are gonna fight at a Walmart. I don't know. I keep telling people that I'm gonna fight him at a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
And I just keep taking pictures of myself at Walmart parking lot.
You gotta take pictures like that one guy that come to Walmart in 15 minutes if you want an ass kicking. You need to get the sunglasses.
True. Oh my god. Because I was gonna kick Gyro's ass at Walmart.
I would help you.
Yes. Okay. We need to talk about this.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Let's get into this episode. So, it begins with Dewey sneaking around.
Yeah, being suspicious.
Yes.
Just looking through chests, and then Webby shows up with a little robot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's sitting on top of this little drone thing. It's like a, how would you describe it? Like a...
It looks like Eve from WALL-E.
Yes.
Bigger.
Yeah, gray with these spinning blades, on the sides, keeping it aloft.
DT-87 brand.
It's a new security drone that Scrooge brought, I don't know, part of the DT-87 security system he seems to have installed in the house.
Yeah.
And Webby's, in love with it because it can cut through solid steel, I think. And it's adorable.
Yeah. And it just, throws her off.
It throws her off.
And then she starts to, be like, oh, because only Dewey's in the room, and she's like, oh, where are your siblings? And Dewey's like, who? Who?
And Webby's confused, obviously. She's like, your brothers, Huey and Louie? Dewey tells him, I'm an only child.
Yeah. And, Webby immediately freaks out. She's like,
she freaks out.
Are we, in an alternate dimension?
Yeah.
What's happening?
And then, she flips out. Yeah, she thinks that this Dewey is a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Not the actual Dewey.
Yeah, she immediately lunges at him, and
she's
she
attacks
where's
him?
The real Dewey?
Yeah, she's like, give it up, doppelganger.
Yeah.
Tell me where the real Dewey is. No, she's grabbing him, and she's pinned him to the ground.
Yeah, and just it's insane.
Yeah.
And then, just when it's getting really heated, Huey and Louie, burst in, and they're like, stop!
They're like, oh god, no! He's doing a Dewey thing, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not a doppelganger.
I know.
And she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, Dewey's like, thank you, kind strangers who I've never met. And Webby's very confused. And this is when Huey reveals that he has this made-up holiday called Only Child Day that he's been wanting to do for years, that he's been threatening to do for years. Yeah, Huey's very annoyed. Louie's kind of just there for the drama.
Yeah, he is, honestly. Because, Huey has really strong feelings about not having this day, and he's somehow he got into, my sibling calendar and managed to find, a day to have this day on.
He wrote on the tablet in Sharpie.
Yeah. So he gets his only child day, which Dewey's we finally get to live out our legacy.
Yeah, be free, not have to answer to anyone. And Dewey, picks up Webby and spins her around.
Yeah.
Dewey and Louie are kind of be a little more positively. It's we can finally, make our mark on the world, not have to answer to anyone. And Huey's be completely alone.
Yeah.
For once.
That's aww. And then...
Only what now?
It's a beautiful holiday
that he made up.
where for a whole day we get to be sibling-free and do all the amazing things that an only child gets to do. Make our marks on the world, not have to answer to anyone.
Be horribly alone.
For once!
I just found it cute that they have, like, a sibling calendar, like...
Yeah, oh my god,
that's
like,
cute.
for events, like, does Huey keep track of doctor's appointments?
Yeah, I guess. Just so, like, they're always, I guess, near each other or whatever.
Yeah, no,
cute.
it's super cute. And the reason why Huey's maybe even more upset is because it's on this particular day is when he needs them for the Junior Woodchuck 3-man cookout.
Yeah. And he's like, obviously he's only one man, but the kids are like, they have their own plans. So Louie, Louie has plans to make friends with Doofus Drake, the richest kid in Duckburg.
Yeah.
And he wants to, like, be spoiled by his friends.
Yeah, he wants to be shamelessly spoiled. And, yeah, Huey has the cookout, which he doesn't want to be alone at, and whatever Dewey wants to do is a secret.
Mm-hmm. He's, like, really, like, I don't have to answer to you about it.
Yeah, he's really defensive.
Like, okay.
Yeah. But
Like,
Webby's upset, though.
Yeah, she's like, I don't understand. You guys are siblings. What does this mean?
Yeah, because I think a little indication of Webby having grown up alone and not having siblings. She's like, why would you want even a day without your siblings? She's very adamant that they kind of stay together, and she doesn't understand why they'd want to split up.
Yeah. I don't know, like, this episode just made me think, like, I have a sibling, and I would always be like, oh, like, I wish he wasn't there. And then my cousin, who was, like, an only child, she'd be like, I wish I had a sibling, you know? I'm always alone. I'm like, well, you can have mine. I don't know, I get them. I get why they're like, we cannot be together all the time.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it makes sense also with Huey wanting them to stay together as kind of taking on the role of the oldest.
Yeah.
Like, him being the oldest is part of his identity, like, the oldest of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so with them being gone, it's just him.
Yeah. And then they start to fight. Like, actually fight.
Yes. Yeah, they have to actually fight.
Because they start to pull Louie, right? They're like...
Yeah, it's mostly Huey and Dewey who are at odds. Huey is very much against Only Child Day. Dewey is obviously all for it. He invented it. They're dragging Louie between them. They're like, no, Louie agrees with me. And like, no, Louie agrees with me. And then he starts just crying.
Louie is just immediately crying. He's like, I just want to use a rich kid for his infinity pool. And he, like, runs off, like, a little bit, like, crying.
Yeah, he's crying.
Yeah,
he's like, why would you let me have this? And then Huey and Dewey start fighting, and he's just off to the side, like, stop fighting! Just crying.
Why can't I have that for myself? Stop fighting! And this is why we need Only Child Day.
I don't know, it amused me how really they're like really fighting in this chaotic scene, and Webby's just like there, like, what?
Yeah. Webby's just watching, Dewey, like, whoa.
Yeah. Dewey immediately goes like, this is why we need an Only Child Day. Huey like slaps him.
Yeah, he slaps him hard.
Yeah.
And that's
good
where,
intro.
Yeah. But I think this episode was, I think, important just for the kids themselves. Because, obviously, in the original series, the kids were not distinct characters. They were the nephews. That was them. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter what kid said what. They never had any distinct interests. There was never an episode about them. Or any individual one. Because they were one entity.
I mean, a lot of us have seen, like, where they say it's one kid, but then the voice comes out of a totally different triplet. Yeah. And, like, that's the amount of little attention that they put to the individuality of each one.
Because it doesn't matter. There is no individuality in the 80s series.
So I was a really big fan of this. It's like a fun kind of thing, you know? Mm-hmm. All the loose ends end up being tied up at the end, but you get to see, like, the kids shine a little. Yeah,
no, I think, this is definitely a very good episode for characters that have never been given separate storylines or personalities. Because this episode highlights they obviously they're triplets. They've been with each other their whole lives, and they're basically each other's best friends. But there is a time when some of them kind of want to be something else. They want to be separate. They want to be something else than just a triplet. And it makes sense that not all of them want that. Huey is very much against it. He needs them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very emotional for him because I feel like he might think, oh, they don't like me, maybe?
Yeah, they take me for granted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
He takes it a little bit more personal, that they don't want to be all together all the time.
Yeah.
I just love that, like, this series really does, like, they really are different kids. They're siblings, and they all love each other, but they're separate people.
Yes, definitely.
Once again, we were stalling for the intro.
I wanted to get into that, though, before we got into the individual stories. Because we start with Huey.
Yes.
Huey is going to his Junior Woodchuck 3-man cookout dealio.
And he's really mad.
he's pissed that his brothers abandoned him. He's like, why can't I have brothers who just blindly follow me and do what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He walks by this little trio of, like, kids.
Yes,
and
oh my
like,
god.
all working together and stuff and talking about how great it is to be a trio.
I don't say this enough, but I sure do love being a trio.
Yeah, good things come in threes.
Ooh, like the 3 legs on his tripod.
Even 3 cheers. Hip, hip.
Hooray. See?
Oh wait, I want to describe these children.
Describe these children to me.
Yes, so there's a fucking dog thing, a chicken, I think, and the bird. I couldn't figure out what he was. He's a like the ugly duckling, who's actually a goose. Because this kid's not cute exactly. He has a beak. He's I'm so mean. He's very tall.
Yeah,
he's too tall for
long.
He's too tall for like a duck that's their age, but he's a goose.
Yeah,
he's a little goose, and apparently they're ugly as shit.
Wow.
Or at least.
Wait, but is that really a dog? It doesn't look like a dog.
I think it is, just because it has the nose.
True.
And we haven't seen any other mammal characters besides the dogs and pigs and the variety of birds.
Mm-hmm. True.
And so it's a gosling,
mm-hmm.
but it's like the ugly duckling thing because he has these buck teeth. I'm so mean. But anyway.
Yeah, these children, they're just talking about how friendship in threes is really great.
Yeah. And Huey's like, fucking, I get it, as he walks past.
Get out. Yeah.
He's like, get that shit out of here. I get it.
Yeah. But oh my god. So he walks into the campsite, and then there's Launchpad who's hammering away at a tent.
Yeah.
And we don't get to hear a lot of the conversation, but we get to hear basically Huey's like, what do you mean I don't get to do this event?
Yeah, Huey can't do the 3-man cookout without a group of 3. And we see, he's like, Launchpad, I have to get the badge. I can't have a lopsided sash.
And he just emphasis on the lopsided sash.
Yeah.
Scout outfit is cute.
I don't know how to describe the weird hats they've got on.
They're like the weird...
Right, like the fur hats, but they're tall. What are they called? The actual raccoon, Davy, Crockett
Isn't it just
hats.
like the coon hats?
Yeah, or
I think that's what they're called.
Davy Crockett is somehow related to that, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing from the original series, basically.
Yeah, it's the weird fur hats they have on. And we see Launchpad's hammering in a tent really, really shittily.
Yeah, he's not doing a good job.
It's the worst.
It has way too many nails.
Yeah, and it's not tall enough for a person to actually sleep in it.
Yeah. And it only covers half the body.
Yeah, so, I don't know, Launchpad. But,
Launchpad is a mystery.
He's apologetic, but Huey can't get the badge with just him as the one-person cookout. And we see Launchpad's troop leader.
Yeah.
Because all the other troop leaders quit after he crashed the bus at their last campout.
Oh my god. And he's kind of proud of it.
Yeah. He's like, wimp.
But yeah. So then we get to see the Beagle Boys.
Yes, because Launchpad's telling him that unless you can find 2 other scouts, you can't win this badge.
Yeah.
And then we see off to the side in the bushes, what are they called? The Classics.
Yeah, the Classics. I was like, I wrote here the regulars, but that's not what they're called.
It was close.
Big Time, Burger,
and Bouncer.
Yes, I realized writing these notes that I can only remember 2 of their names at the time. I couldn't remember Burger's name, so I looked it up, and then I couldn't remember Bouncer's name. And I was like, holy shit, what is wrong with me? But yeah, they're being sketchy in the bushes.
Yes, yeah. And Galova Bouncer's holding, like, a tree, like a branch,
Yeah.
as, like, camouflage, but it's, like, the shittiest branch. Yeah, because Big Time wants to kidnap Huey.
Mm-hmm.
And his brothers are like, Big Time, we're here if you ever want to talk, because we're a little worried about your obsession with kidnapping.
Yeah. Like, it's, like, very genuine. He's like,
Yeah.
you know, like, this is an issue. You might want to
Yeah.
talk about it. And then Big Time's like, yeah, I'll talk about it. And he just, like, he's a jerk.
He slaps them both, yeah. Like, hard, apparently, because we don't see it.
No, we don't see the violence, but
We don't.
we get to see them. We get to see them, like, rubbing their heads.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, shut up.
Yeah, no, yeah. I assume Big Time is the oldest of the three of them. But abusive familial relationships?
Oh,
I guess.
wonderful.
Yeah. But he's pissed. He's telling them, like, go fucking get him. And so we see back to Huey and Launchpad. Huey's trying to convince Launchpad, like, I can do the work of 3 woodchucks. Twice my size.
Yeah, and tries to push this big-ass log.
Yeah.
And he can't.
He can.
And Launchpad just looks at him like, bud, look.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, unless he can find 2 of the scouts, and then he's like, hey, what about those guys? And it's Burger and Bouncer.
Yes.
They somehow got woodchuck scout shirts.
Yeah, and
but,
the little red bandana and the hat.
Yeah, and the sash. But Bouncer is so big, his woodchuck shirt keeps riding up and revealing his Beagle Boy shirt underneath. And
Launchpad just like with this voice that makes me believe he's very fully aware about what's happening. He's like, oh, what are your names, mysterious woodchucks I've never seen before?
Yeah.
And what are your names, mysterious woodchucks I've never seen before?
Tim. He's a Timbo.
And Bouncer's like, Tim. And apparently Beagle can't, what's his name? Burger can't speak?
Yeah.
Or he does this weird grumbling noise.
Yeah. He talks like the trumpet noises in, like, Charlie Brown.
Kinda.
It's kind of like that.
It reminded me of that one, Two Fingers from Princess and the Frog, one of the Bayou guys.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's one of the guys trying to shoot, one of the people in the bayou trying to shoot and capture Tiana and Naveen when they're frogs. They want to eat them.
I don't remember.
It's these two, Cajun?
Oh,
Cajun.
Yeah.
And one of them talks like that.
Oh.
Like the little kind of weird grumbling noise.
Oh.
No. Oh, my thoughts exactly, Two Fingers. It's time to catch us some frogs.
And Bouncer's like, oh, he's Timbo.
And Huey drags Launchpad back, and he's like, Launchpad, those are the Beagle Boys.
Those are Beagle Boys. Launchpad apparently has memorized the woodchuck rules like Huey. He's like, woodchuck rule 413, never speak ill of a fellow woodchuck. Unless you don't want that badge. And Huey's like, possible death, definite badge. Possible death, definite badge. Definite badge. Definite badge.
And he goes for it.
He goes for it. Because he wants the badge so badly.
Yeah. And I just really hope that Launchpad isn't dumb enough to let him go with these criminals, but, you never know.
It seems like he...
Come on, Anna, give me this one. I don't know. I think he knows Huey wants it badly enough that he's gonna be like, here's your 2, just go.
Yeah, either Launchpad fully knows what's happening, or he's just that dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is like the only option.
Send us which one you think is right.
Oh, jeez.
Vote now.
Oh, jeez. So we see the boys, Huey and the Beagle Boys Huey's trying to, he's collecting berries, and Bouncer tells him, like, look, there's some firewood over there by a perfectly normal pile of sticks. And they built, like, a really shitty pit trap.
Yeah, like, there's, like, 2 sticks across, like, a big hole.
Yeah.
And
he's
like,
too chill.
Like, oh, if I'm gonna be kidnapped, I'm gonna be kidnapped the right way.
He's like, I'm gonna show you how to build like a proper pit trap. But Bouncer's like, oh, that is a pit trap? Like, he's like, oh, I never.
What?
If I'm gonna get captured, I'm at least gonna be captured right. If you can't even build a proper pit trap, then how do you expect us to earn our cookout badges?
What? That is a pit trap?
Holy shit.
Yeah, but it's like a sequence of Huey teaching them how to properly capture him, like the proper ways.
Yeah, he like does this really cool classic pit trap with all the leaves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, classic perfect pit trap.
We get to see that Big Time is hiding behind bushes and
he's following them.
Grab Huey.
Yeah.
And he falls into the pit trap.
Yes. And then the next scene, there's like a pile of berries inside this really shittily made rope trap. Yeah. And Huey's like, "Oh, this was a good idea, but you really want to use this like different kind of knot."
Double noose, which freaked me out.
Wait, so he's showing them how to properly tie the knot. He's very patient and kind with them.
Yeah, he's like teaching them, and then meanwhile, again, Big Time tries to grab Huey, and he like falls into the really nice trap that Huey made.
And then it sends him back to a second pit trap.
Yeah. Which I thought, and all the while, really fun banjo music is playing.
Yes, yeah, because Huey's just being very supportive and nice to these criminals.
He's slowly teaching them how to knot, and then I don't know what the next trap is called. It's like a log.
It's like those classic ones where it's like a log gets tied up and it goes swinging towards you to like hit you and kill you in like all those movies. It's
it just like knocks your head off. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. And they're tying it properly, and Huey like raises his hands, and both Burger and Bouncer flinch. Yeah, like real bad.
The effect that they give him is like he's like raising his hand. It's like kind of like slow mo, and you get to see like the Beagle Boys like flinch, and he just like, gently pats him. And,
on the back, like good job, guys.
And they're like relieved, but they're also like shook. And I'm like, I feel bad for them.
I feel so bad for them. Oh my god.
Like all this physical trauma that they've been through.
I know.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Well, they pat them on the back, and then they like kind of like run off giggling.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Big Time, of course, shows up. Yeah, it's so cute. They just run off. And Big Time's already like beat up and shit, and he shows up, and it goes at him, but he's too short, so it misses. Yeah. But then it just
and he's
falls
like,
on his head.
Yeah. And then it falls right on him, and he's like, shit, of course.
And then we get to see them setting up. I guess they rearranged all like the stuff that they need for cooking.
Yeah.
Because Huey's like, oh, my brothers would have never done this at this speed.
So fast, so well. And so Huey lets them choose what they want to cook.
And he's like, it's only fair.
And Burger's like, fair.
And Huey again with the rules. He's like, Rule 72: always be fair to your fellow woodchucks.
So, what do you want to eat?
You want me to choose?
You earned it. It's only fair.
Fair?
Junior Woodchuck Rule 72: always be fair to your fellow woodchucks.
And like they start to cook because like apparently I'm really bad at these names. Bouncer knows this like, recipe, and they just start to like do a little montage again.
Yeah, and like he's cooking, he's cutting up potatoes. Both Bouncer and Burger get really emotional that Huey wants to be fair and let them decide and not just tell them what to do all the time. And so there's a cooking montage. He's cutting up potatoes. He's got spices.
He has a can in there, just a regular old can.
Yeah. And so they finish cooking, and it doesn't look good.
No,
there's a twig in there. There's a can of like dog food. I don't know.
Yeah, they just made me think dog food. Where do we stand on that? They're dogs.
That's true. Huh.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah. Anyways,
Huey has a taste, and it's pretty good apparently.
It's good. Yeah, he looks a little hesitant at first because it doesn't look great. But he tries it, and he's like a genuine expression of like, whoa, this is really good.
Mm. And he's like, is that, what's the spice?
Yeah, cumin. Yeah, is that cumin? And Bouncer's like, yeah, it complements the root vegetables.
Yeah, I was like, shook. And he like offers him some. Big time. Bouncer's like, I've never actually like eaten it. I just kind of
it always gets thrown in my face.
And I'm like, what?
What the hell?
Yeah.
And I found it interesting that it's so sad. But interesting that they made Bouncer, obviously Bouncer the one who's speaking, but have him be the one who's been like abused, I guess, or like mistreated by his family.
Right? Oh my
God. Because Big Time is just a dick. He's a dick in the original series, but it's never really addressed. It's just, he's a dick.
Kind of like that.
Jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this is the problem. He's mean, and it hurts his brothers.
Mm-hmm. And they just really, like, do call them, like, brothers and stuff. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't expect to be sympathetic this much to the Beagle Boys,
to the Beagle Boys.
Yeah.
But after Bouncer talks about like getting the food thrown in his face, Huey's like, well, we don't do that here. A woodchuck looks out for his fellow woodchuck.
Huey's very sweet because he's getting what he wants, basically.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's part of it. I mean, he's a very nice kid, and so that's why he's just nice in general, but he's especially appreciative of them, you know, doing everything and, you know, actually listening to him. And he's like, you know, I wish like my brothers were more like you. But so he leaves
like with the stew.
Yeah, to hang it up because like, you tie up food so bears don't comfort or whatever. Apparently there's bears in the area. or maybe it's just like part of the like junior woodchuck training thing. Like you
have to do it.
If you're actually in the woods, like you would tie up the food.
Wait, are they not actually in the woods?
It's because they're close to a mansion. The mansion is like not that far away.
True.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like
he's got to do it. Regulation.
Yeah, like a practice thing. So like if you're actually out in the woods camping, that's what you do. I don't know. He goes tie up the stew.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, Big Time comes up and he throws the stew in poor Bouncer's face.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you guys doing? Like, hurry up.
He's like, what's taking so long? He's like, Ma's waiting for me to be the hero. And bring Huey to her.
Yeah, and I was just like, is she though? Is
she? No. She doesn't give a shit about you, Big Time.
Mm-mm. She's got too many kids. She's decided to not care about any of them.
Yeah.
The other guys are just kind of like, we really don't want to, though.
Yeah. Bouncer and Burger turn on him. They're like, that's not fair. Because it's still getting used to the word.
Reciting the rules? Yeah, they haven't gotten used to fairness.
Yeah. They turn on Big Time. They're like, we should ask Huey if he wants to be kidnapped.
And we should ask Huey if he wants to be snatched first.
Ask? Oh, fine. If you numbskulls can't do it, I'll grab him myself.
And Big Time's like, fuck are you guys talking about? I'll just get him myself. But then they stand in front of him and they're like, no, they're like, we can't let you do that. And they're like smiling evilly as they like advance on their brother. Oh yeah, it's super threatening.
Like, Big Time is like tiny as fuck.
So
he's scary.
Yeah, he's like he's a little bit taller than Huey.
Yeah.
It's definitely threatening.
Yeah. And then I think the thing also with Bouncer is like his proportions sometimes shift a little bit.
Yes.
So he just looks extra big when he gets up to threaten him.
Yeah. Like I remember the birthday Beagle massacre. Now the birthday Beagle breakout officially. In that episode, remember, Bouncer was like the Hulk size. Yeah. His hands were so insanely huge.
He was this big.
Yeah,
wait, that was also the weird like definition of abs.
No, that was Daydream of Doom when he's wearing the too short shirt.
And I screamed and I blink and I still see that sometimes.
His abs. I'm my grandma's world. That shirt killed me.
Throwback.
Yeah, he's more well proportioned in this episode.
Yeah.
But so Huey comes back, and Bouncer calls him Big Huey.
Oh yeah, I wrote it down as Big Huey TM, trademarked.
Yeah. Because they're very much now deferring to him as their leader.
Yeah. They go up to him and they're like, we've kidnapped someone for you.
Yeah.
And they point back to, like, this really tall pine tree.
Yeah.
And Big Time is
Big Time
wrapped around, like, a branch.
Yeah, they tied him to this branch. Yeah, and Huey's like, what? And Bouncer, to excuse it, he's like, well, he was gonna kidnap you first.
Yeah, and Huey's like, he's your brother. He's gonna get hurt.
He's like, he's gonna die.
Yeah,
he's gonna get killed. But at this point, Bouncer and Burger reminds us that they're adults and criminals and not entirely sane.
And it just turns and it's scary.
It turns.
Like, you're our leader now.
Yeah, you're our leader. Like, you'll love the junkyard, Big Huey, sir. Like, they're gonna take him back with him.
Yeah, they're gonna kidnap him anyways?
Yeah.
Just under different circumstances?
Yeah. Because they want him to be their leader, and they're just smiling evilly.
They call him New Big Time.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. And the camera's doing this, like, weird, slightly tilting thing as the camera's on them, and it's just like, oh my god. Because they're perfectly willing to let Big Time die.
Yeah, because literally, Huey's like, he's like climbing up the tree because he wants he wants to rescue him because, like, the branch is starting to crack.
Yeah.
And
he's
like, he's trying to unknot it. Knot is too good.
Yeah. He's like, oh, why did it so good? Huey would never have done this right. Dewey, I mean.
Dewey. But then they start to tell him, like, you need to get him down, so they start to, like, chop at the tree. And Huey's like, no, like, don't
impeccable
chop the tree
chopping
down.
technique.
Yeah. And then so they start to climb the tree as well.
And and they've already chopped at it a lot. Mm-hmm. And so with their combined weight, the tree starts to tip over. But Huey's like, no, he's like, stop blindly listening to me.
Mm-hmm. So
because
he has learned his lesson.
Yeah, he tells them first, help me get him down. And they're like, you got it, boss. And so he climbs up. Instead, they start chopping at it, which is not what he meant.
No, because the tree is fucking huge.
It's huge,
and the fall will just kill him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so he tells them, don't do that. They climb up instead, and the tree just falls. So it snaps. And now they're falling to their death.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a nice transition to the next story. Which turns into the Twilight Zone. So, I really like this part. It was really unnerving, because next up is Louie meeting Doofus.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I was so happy that we got Doofus.
Same. I love to hate him.
Oh my god, he's such a creep.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have to explain him from the beginning, from like the original series?
Oh, wait. Once he shows up.
Okay.
Or maybe now.
Now.
So Doofus. Doofus. What is there to say about Doofus?
The fat joke.
Yeah,
he's weird.
He's the worst character in the original DuckTales.
I still think Bubba's the worst.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I think I hate Doofus more because he's the fat joke character and his voice is so fucking horrible. I hate it.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this before, but he's weirdly paired up with Launchpad a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't
There's
understand.
like at least 3 episodes where it's them,
mm-hmm.
and Doofus is never really explained.
No, he's not. He's just kind of there.
He's technically the triplets' friend.
Yeah,
but they don't really like him.
No, he's there.
Who could blame them?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't hate him as much because he has my most favorite scene from the original DuckTales.
Yeah.
Which is, it's this beautiful scene where...
Oh my god, what episode is it? Is it the Duckworth baseball one, right?
Yeah, it's like the episode that's like double.
Yeah, it's Magica's Shadow War, right?
Yeah.
And something else.
Else, the ball game, something like that.
Yeah, some baseball joke.
Yeah. So the boys are like going out to play baseball.
Right.
And the triplets walk down the stairs, and then Doofus is like running, and he's like super excited, and then he falls. and like rolls down the stairs and out the door. But his voice, I'll drop it in. But like
it's indescribable.
He's just like, oh boy, oh.
Yeah, but you can't even do it. It's noise.
Oh boy, yes, let's get him. It's so exciting. I love it. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, yes, let's get him. It's so exciting. I love it. Oh boy, yeah.
He's like falling down the stairs, but his voice doesn't recognize it.
No one reacts to this. Like, Scrooge opens the door and he rolls out to the door.
Yeah, like, no. It's my favorite thing, and I literally tweet about it sometimes because I'm just like, I think about this a lot because it's so weird, and no one reacts to it in the animation.
Nobody reacts
to it. Rolls out the door, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
We'll put the audio in, but please, look up the clip.
Yeah.
Watch that episode. It's a 2-parter early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's I can't. Oh my god. It's insane.
It's a moment.
Yeah,
it's iconic.
Yes. So Doofus is never really explained in the show. There's one mention of him being Scrooge's neighbor.
Yeah.
Which is never expanded on. We never see his parents, never see his house.
Mm-mm. He's just kind of there.
He's just there. He's a dick. I hate him.
He's so, loud and annoying.
Yes.
And
there's an episode, Super Do.
I don't think
Super
I've
Do?
seen it.
Don't.
I don't want to.
I've sat through all of the episodes. And, I mean, most of them are good.
Yeah.
The ones with Doofus are less good.
I think the one where he's, really insistent about Launchpad being a hero.
Is it when he's a spaceship pilot?
I think. Is this weird? I'm just stop that.
Oh no, there's a lot of episodes where Launchpad is dead set on being a hero. Maybe it's the one where he's being tricked by the Beagle Boys.
I think so.
Into robbing banks.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah. I can't remember what that's called, at all.
Me either.
It's Hero for Hire. Never mind. Where did this come from?
Endless knowledge.
Endless DuckTales knowledge. If only I could put this towards my human development major.
I feel the same way. If only I could actually memorize chemistry stuff. I can't.
Jesus. But Dewey is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Endpoint.
Yeah.
I like him in this, but he's horrible in this.
He's so
in a good way.
Yeah. It's fun to hate him.
Mm-hmm.
In the other one, he's just weird.
He's just weird and annoying and there and never explained.
Like a lot of things, honestly, though.
Most things not explained, but he's also annoying.
Yeah.
It's worse.
Yeah. I was just like, thank you for the fucking fat people representation, you ugly little shit.
Yeah.
He's still the worst.
He's what?
He's still the worst, though. In here.
Oh yeah. But he's not a fat joke, and he's not annoying, and he's not dumb. He doesn't have a dumb voice.
I know. His voice is the worst.
God. Anyway, let's get into it.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, so Louie's walking up the driveway, whatever, the path, to this big mansion. He's got this little green suit on, he looks pretty fly, he's pretty confident.
He, knocks at the mansion, and this, sad-looking duck butler.
Yeah, he looks so sad. Opens the door, and we see that the mansion from the outside is pretty damaged.
Yeah, the columns are, broken and stuff. And
there's one that's cracked. One is just, completely broken. It tips over the bottom. Louie knocks. He's like, Sir Louie Duck, Esquire, the only heir of Scrooge McDuck, here to meet Doofus Drake.
Greetings. I am Sir Louie Duck, Esquire the Third, your well-to-do neighbor and Scrooge McDuck's only nephew. I am here to meet fabulously wealthy Doofus Drake. Is this his house?
Yeah.
He sees the damage done to the mansion. He's like, does he live here?
Yeah. And the butler, he's just like, oh, these are just the servants' quarters. Follow me. And then, the inside of the house is pretty nice. It's like a gallery kind of thing.
Yeah. There's, a bunch of pedestals and with expensive-looking things. There's paintings all over the walls.
Yeah.
And he leads Louie to an elevator.
And then when they finally open the doors, it's like this beautiful whole, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a window that's just like the whole wall.
It's an open space.
Is it?
It's a giant tree house.
Yeah, it's a giant tree house.
Because there's the mansion itself that we see. Because it pans out. He walks out onto this, like, open space.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of shit. There's a slide, there's a bowling alley, there's a pool, there's a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, a waterfall, like
little different like canopies and like just like
it's insane.
It's crazy.
Because we pan out and there's the mansion itself, pretty big mansion, then this humongous fucking tree, a giant ass tree that's like 200 feet tall.
It's so
just
big.
Sticking straight up in the air. I don't know why Louie's surprised by this thing. Did he not see it? Did he not hear it?
It's
Walking
like,
up?
It has like invisibility. You can't see it from the outside.
I guess. Because giant ass tree, it's a tree.
Yeah.
And Louie's just like, oh my god, I'm in heaven. But he says something like, he's like, whoa, it's like Doofus gets whatever he wants.
Yeah, and the butler is like, no one ever says no to Doofus. No one.
Yeah, he gets right up to Louie's ear, and Louie's like, what? And the guy just backs up into the elevator and leaves.
And this is when you start getting like, I'm always going to talk about music, but you start to get to like these dissonant chords playing. Like, it's like a really uneasy feeling.
Yeah,
like,
Louie's Louie's a little, what was that about?
Yeah.
But then Doofus comes down a slide. What is he wearing?
He's wearing a polo shirt.
Yeah, it's a pink polo shirt with a money sign, a little blue blazer, and like cargo shorts? Or just pants?
Just khakis.
Yeah, khakis. And it's like a gold chain.
Yeah, I'm assuming he has those wallets that has like the gold chain attached to the wallet.
Yeah, he would.
And he's wearing a sundae on his head.
Yeah, the most important part of his outfit. Which he's drinking through a straw.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like slurping noises.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Louie introduces himself. He's like, hi. Same thing he did to the butler. I'm Sir Louie Duck Esquire, the only nephew of Scrooge McDuck. He's just slurping the whole time. Yeah. Stupid. And Louie's like, so since we're both, solo heirs, I thought it'd be good to, for us to meet. Doofus's face starts getting redder and redder and redder until
he just screams.
He just screams.
It's horrifying to look at too, because you can tell. Well, Louie's obviously like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's just so horrible. I hate it.
Funny. It's so funny.
Well, since we're so alike, both solo heirs, I figured it was a high time that we rubbed elbows and...
Brain freeze.
It's so funny, but I hate looking at it.
Yeah, I hate it. He literally just screams for a good while.
Yeah.
And Louie just, whoa, what is this? And then he stops screaming, and he's like, brain freeze.
Yeah.
And then...
I paused it again, and it got you.
Me too. He pulls open his pants. Right? He like if they had like an elastic band, he like pulls them open and looks down.
He just looks...
And Louis he's at the elevator, he's pushing the button for the elevator to come back, he's like, nope, I'm out.
And then earlier today, I just sent Anna a picture of that shot, because it's such a weird shot.
I don't understand.
It's just like, imagine you go up to someone's house, and they just pull their pants and start looking in. I'm like, I'm running. I'm running.
For someone you've never met.
Yeah. Like, and he pulls out this, like, box, like a jewelry box, and inside is, like, a gold band. Well, not, like, a gold bracelet.
Yeah.
And Louie just loses all sense of, like, self-preservation.
Yeah. Because Doofus is, like, friend present.
Mm-hmm.
And Louie's like, that's for me?
Yeah.
And Doofus isn't looking him in the eye.
No.
He
Doofus,
doesn't know.
Doofus blinks.
Oh my
He's
god.
like Hannibal Lecter. He doesn't blink.
Yeah. Like, Doofus, he doesn't blink, and then he also has that habit of, not looking Louie in the eye.
Yeah.
It's
and he's
weird,
because I like to play with my friends. And Louie goes for it, like...
He does! Because he looks around him, looks at all the money, like a plain little toy plane literally drops money on him, and he's like, my love of money is superseding my sense of self-preservation. Okay.
And he puts the goddamn bracelet on.
Yeah.
And then we get a little
Louie.
montage. Throughout this whole thing, I was just having flashbacks to this, friendship I had a few years ago, and I was like, oh god. Oh god.
Jesus. Oh jeez.
But yeah, they start to play, They're on a trampoline.
And they jump up and there's a Velcro wall, Big Fat Liar. And it's the hang gliding? Yeah. Is that the word? If they have the hang gliding, it's they have those suits. It's the wings, the wing suits with the webbing, like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And then I forgot the specific name for that.
I can't remember either. Whatever. But they're gliding inside this giant cotton candy machine.
Yeah, it's indoors, skydiving, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, those suits. And then later,
realize what the little carousel is.
Yeah.
Just this exact second, and I hate it.
They're on actual horses, which are on the carousel horses.
Mm-hmm. I hate it. I just
and then they're on they have the VR goggles on, and they're in VR of sitting on a pool, and then they're actually sitting on inflatable chairs in the pool.
Yeah, and Louie's living the dream, and I'm like.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If we're for the creepiness, yeah.
Yeah. For the weird undertones.
Yeah. And we see, and then after that, he takes pictures in the photo booth. And they're really cute pictures. They're cute pictures. Yeah. I think the first one, the first two are.
Yeah.
Because we see that Doofus snuck in halfway through.
It's so weird. See, Doofus sniffing his hair, Louie has the longer bangs in the front. They're just standing up.
Yeah, because he's just sniffing them. And then he sees this, and then we see Doofus standing right over him, and he does it again.
Yeah.
He smells his hair.
Oh my god.
And Louie flips out. He falls over.
I would too. That's so scary. And this is when it really starts to get creepy. Because he just kind of walks through the curtains of the photo booth.
Yeah, straight through. It's so creepy. He just walks straight through it without not moving it out of the way, and then kind of takes it off the hook.
Yeah.
So it wraps around himself like a cape.
Yeah, and he's like, "You look stressed. Come with me." And he just kind of play superhero kind of thing.
Yeah.
To down
to the
main
elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Louie follows him. I thought it was interesting, it's all this, weird stuff he does, but his tone doesn't change. Doofus.
Yeah.
It stays this really weird, even level.
He's very monotone.
Yes, yeah.
And it's scary.
Yeah.
You seem stressed.
Come with me!
But it's really good. It's so uneasy. To the whole thing. God.
They go back to the big gallery thing with all the super expensive items. And Doofus is like, this is where I come to blow off steam. And we see one of the items that Louie points out is shocked by is a original Stradivarius violin. And he's like, that's worth more than every house Uncle Donald has ever owned.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Holy shit!
It's solid gold, right? Or
I guess.
Plated at least.
Something,
and, Doofus just grabs it and smashes it.
Yeah, on the ground.
Without a care. And Louie's aren't you afraid of getting yelled
at?
Getting in trouble? And Doofus is like, no.
Yeah, he shrugs. He's like, No. And Louie's like, so that's what real wealth is, not caring if people think you're crazy.
Because, they can't stop you anyways.
Yeah.
And I was like, Louie, no. This man's insane.
No. He's crazy. And so Doofus hands Louie a poker, I think, from a fireplace.
Mm-hmm. And
probably a gold one.
At it. Yeah, I think it's gold.
Yeah, they're smashing vases, they're tearing up paintings. It's like a Venus de Milo painting Louie slashes up.
And then they, like, high-five, and Louie's like, I'm gonna ignore that sweaty palm. And I'm just like, ew.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Louie goes to cut up this other painting of a older lady duck holding a bunch of cash.
She's got really cool glasses.
Yes, she does, actually. And he raises the poker, and Doofus tackles him, yelling, "Come me, mama!"
Yeah. He just, like, at it.
He lands on Louie, and Louie has to, like, crawl out from under him. Like, the fuck was that?
Yeah, and then, like, the maid and the butler are there, and they're like, "Give me, mama," like...
They say it really, they say it really forebodingly. Yeah, then Doofus explains that Gamimama Francis was his grandmother.
Who left him, like, her entire fortune and stuff, and he's just, like, kind of hugging the painting for a bit, and then what does he call Louie? He, like, yells at him. He's like,
he turns on him. Yeah, you don't touch this painting. He's like, I let you eat wall cotton, you impudent brat.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure out that wall cotton was the cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a while to figure that out. But Doofus loses it.
Mm-hmm. Literally, like, he starts, like, screaming, because he screams at, like, the maid and the butler. He's like, you guys think it's funny? And he just fucking loses it.
Are you smiling, servants? Is this funny to you?
He goes around just screaming and smashing things.
Yeah. And Louie's like,
Yeah, Louie, he walks over to them, and he's like, so you're his butler, right? My butler's a ghost. Yeah, he's dead.
And then my favorite dead-ass delivery from the maid, she's like, we're dead inside. We're Doofus's parents.
Yeah. Which I was not expecting. Same. But now that I know it, I'm like, yeah, shit, yeah, he looks like you.
Yeah. Like looking back when he's like, no one says no to Doofus.
Yeah.
No one. And I'm like, you're his father. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, because the mother explains that he used to be a really kind boy, but the money and power made him go crazy.
Yeah. And they show, like, these little cute paintings of him, like, growing up, and then the last one is just him with, like, money.
And fire in the back.
Yeah. And then this fucking Doofus just, like, bursts through it, and, like
aliens, like the chest burster. How did he get in the wall?
That's my question. It's so unnerving, too, because he just, like, wiggles, and then, like,
he's
falls on the
screaming
floor.
again. He's screaming again. You know, that weird screaming thing he does. And then just slides on the floor.
Yeah. And then his mom is like, to Louie, she's like, leave while you can. Like, go. Just go.
Yeah.
And Louie's like running.
Before it's too late. And he runs out. But Doofus is like panning in the center of the room. And then he turns around like all normal again. Like, where you going, friendy friend?
And Louie's like, oh, like, I'm gonna go home and think about all the fun we've had.
Yeah.
And Doofus is like, you are home, friend present.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
And he closes the door on him.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, because we didn't explain. The bracelet. Huh? So when he opens the door...
Oh, right.
He has, like, this remote control, and when he says friend present, it, like, slams Louie on the floor.
Yeah, it's like a
shit
magnetic something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it traps him on the floor. He can't get up.
Yeah. And I just like the shot of like Louie like trying to reach for the door, but like he shuts it.
Yeah.
And he puts him on the pedestal with the parents.
Yeah. Yeah, so the parents and Louie each get their own pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so they're just sitting in this room with all this destroyed, like, millions of dollars worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louie just like, I don't want to be an only child anymore.
Yeah, he literally calls out to his brothers.
Yeah.
He's like I don't want to, like, help me. And then the dad, he's like you have to give up, like, hoping only makes it worse.
Yeah.
You broken man.
Yeah, he's so broken. And Louie's like, no, we can work together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we work together, we can get out of this.
Yeah.
And the parents nod. They're like, okay, we're with you.
And as soon as Doofus walks in with a sack, the
Yeah.
dad just he just rats him out.
Yeah, immediately. He's like, then you're the traitor. But I stopped him, like, out of loyalty to you. Because I love you, Doofus.
And Louie's just like, what the fuck? Oh, the mom. I love her response. Mom. She's like, you're pathetic.
Yeah.
The new one's a traitor, but I stopped him out of loyalty. Because I love you, Doofus.
You're pathetic.
It's just, oh my god, like, the dad is so broken. Oh my god.
And then Louie tries to, like, defend himself.
Yeah.
But, like, Doofus is, like, really mad at this point already.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I don't think I want you anymore, new friend. And then he needs, like, a lesson in friendship.
Yeah, and he takes out
an umbrella and a bag of walnuts.
And Louie just freaks out. He's like, what is he going to do with that? And I'm like, same. Like,
I would too. Like,
what is this? And then at the exact same moment as Doofus is like going towards Louie with his walnuts and umbrella, tree crashes through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
With the Beagle Boys and Huey.
And Huey runs to Louie and they hug.
Yeah.
But then, God, one of the creepiest scenes. Bouncer wraps his arms around the both of them with this creepy smile and like dead-eyed stare.
Yeah.
And then Burger wraps his arms around him, and then Doofus hugs Bouncer, and then we see Doofus's dad,
friends.
And then Doofus's dad too. He joins in. He's like, "This is what Doofus wants," and so he kind of like clings to Burger. I'm following Doofus's lead.
Right? It was so creepy, and then.
So creepy.
So I want to talk because I have some lore.
Yeah. Yes.
So according to Word of God, they kind of based
God?
Of God.
God,
are you
God?
there? They based Doofus's kind of like creepiness like on this character called Anthony Fremont from Twilight Zone, from an episode of the Twilight Zone. I think it's like season 3 or something. It's called It's a Good Life. And premise of this, if you've ever seen the Twilight Zone, you know a lot of it is just kind of very creepy kind of stories.
Yes. Oh my god,
yeah. So I was watching one day, just like the top like 10 creepiest stories, and the one I watched was this one. After that I learned, they did base this kid off of him. I was like, yeah, I can really see that, because the story takes place, it's really coolly narrated. It takes place in a town that used to be in Ohio called Peaksville.
Used to be?
Used to be. So he kind of says, like, I think it's Rod Sterling. Let me check before I get it. Yeah, Rod Sterling. Rod Sterling says they're not really sure if the world disappeared around Peaksville or if Peaksville was transported somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah. So he starts to talk. I'll put a little bit of the narration because it's really cool, but he talks about how, like, there's this murderer, this monster that makes things disappear with his mind. And he talks about, like, the Fremont family and how in this place, like, this little town, there's, like, no singing allowed. You always have to be happy because the monster can read minds. And he talks about, like, there was this lady who's the monster's aunt who used to sing, and he made her forget. Like, she's really scatterbrained and she just doesn't comprehend things anymore. And so then he reveals, he's really, like, cool. He's like, oh, yes, I forgot to introduce you to the monster.
Tonight's story on the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a map of the United States, and there's a little town there called Peaksville. On a given morning not too long ago, the rest of the world disappeared, and Peaksville was left all alone. Its inhabitants were never sure whether the world was destroyed and only Peaksville left untouched, or whether the village had somehow been taken away. They were, on the other hand, sure of one thing, the cause. A monster had arrived in the village. Just by using his mind, he took away the automobiles, the electricity, the machines, because they displeased him. And he moved an entire community back into the Dark Ages, just by using his mind. Now I'd like to introduce you to some of the people in Peaksville, Ohio. This is Mr. Fremont. It's in his farmhouse that the monster resides. This is Mrs. Fremont. And this is Aunt Amy. And you'll note that the people in Peaksville, Ohio, have to smile. They have to think happy thoughts and say happy things, because once displeased, the monster can wish them into a cornfield, or change them into a grotesque walking horror. This particular monster can read minds, you see. He knows every thought. He can feel every emotion. Oh, yes, I did forget something, didn't I? I forgot to introduce you to the monster.
And then, like, it pans into this little kid, and he's 6 years old.
Oh.
His name is Anthony Fremont. He's 6.
Christ.
And it's really uneasy. Like, I'll try to explain it, but you really have to watch it, because a lot of it is, he's this little typical 1950s, 60s kid with, like, little freckles, and he's like... So the emphasis here is you can't think anything bad.
Oh.
So we see this kid... like, he's playing outside, and then there's, like, this, like, old-fashioned grocers, how they used to, like, deliver to your house.
Yeah.
So this grocer, he's, like, asking the kid, like, oh, like, how are you? Like, because the kid makes things. Like, he can't only, like, destroy things, but he makes, like, creatures and stuff. So...
The kid.
Yeah, the kid, Anthony. So he makes, like, a 3-headed gopher or whatever. And the grocer, he's like, oh, that's really swell. Like, that was really good. And, like, that's a common theme here. Like, you have to constantly say that he's good. You have to be like, oh, that's super good. You always have to think things, because as we later learn, the kid hates anyone that doesn't like him.
Oh.
So he's always being told that he's a good boy and this and that. And he has 2 parents and an aunt. And, like, the town is very bare. He didn't like electricity. He didn't like cars. So he got rid of them. It's not really clear how long they've been living like this, but I think it's a few years by some things that they say.
Jesus.
Yeah, so...
He's 6.
Yeah, he's 6. It's insane, because, like, they basically implied that... Because the kid goes to his dad and he complains, like, that no kids visited him. And the dad's, like, in this voice that's like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm sure the kids will like you, but you know what you did to the other 2 kids that came over here once.
Well, Anthony, you remember the last time some kids came over to play? The little Frederick's boy and his sister?
I had a real good time.
Oh, sure you did. You had a real good time, and it's good that you have a good time. It's real good. It's, just that...
Just that what?
Well, Anthony, you wished them away into the cornfield, and Mommy and Daddy were real upset.
About what?
Well, it's just that if you wish people away like that, there won't be no one left.
Oh, no.
And it's just, he basically killed them? They only call it that he makes them disappear into the cornfield.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's never really sure, like, why he did it, but, I mean, a dog starts barking, and he doesn't like dogs, so he literally just makes the dog disappear.
This kid's a sociopath.
He is. And then it's like, the mom, like, rushes in, and she's like, oh, I thought the dog was outside. And the kid just leaves, and then the parents start, like, hugging each other, and they're like, isn't it a good thing that he made the dog disappear? Isn't it a good thing?
Some collie was out in the yard.
Why, Anthony put him in the cornfield. Isn't it a real good thing that he done that, honey? Isn't it a real good thing?
Isn't it a real good thing that he done that? A real good thing.
And they're always, like, in the state of, like, isn't it a good thing? And it's so great that he did this. And so it all really comes to, like, a climax when he makes television for the people, because he has powers, so whatever he imagines goes on the television, and it's like a shitty, like, dinosaur movie. It's also, like, one of the townspeople's birthdays. This man, Dan, they get him one of, like, the last bottles of alcohol ever in this village.
Whoa.
Yeah, because they're running low on everything, basically.
Oh.
Because there's no cities anymore or anything. It's them. And he's made a lot of people disappear.
Yeah.
It's implied that he's made, like, farmers disappear. Just anyone who thinks bad about him, they disappear. And so they're at this birthday kind of party, and Dan's wife gets him a record of Perry Como, and he's like, oh, I really wish I could play it. But if you remember, the kid doesn't like singing. So he can't listen to it. And he's like, everyone just kind of tells him, like, oh, isn't it great that you can't listen to it right now? Like, you'll just listen to it later and whatever. So he kind of leaves it at that. And then this other guy starts playing the piano. And it's so scary because you can tell that there's tension. But this guy's playing the piano and he's also like, he's like to Anthony, he's like, please tell me what to play. Because he doesn't want to play anything bad or else the kid kills him. It kind of escalates because Dan starts drinking and he starts to speak out loud what he's thinking. And he starts to say, he's breaking things also. And his wife is like freaking out. She's like, stop. To the point where they actually restrain his wife from talking.
Oh.
Because he just...
So nothing happens to her.
Yeah, so nothing happens to her because he's just lost it. Because at this point, he's just kind of yelling about how the kid ruined everything, and he starts singing happy birthday to himself, and the kid just does not like that, and he breaks down and he calls the kid a murderer, a monster.
Oh my god.
And then he's like in this scene because everyone's like smiling and trying to be happy, and he's just he tells like everyone, he's like, if anyone here was like a man and was brave while I'm talking and while he's focusing on me, one of you guys would kill him.
You monster, you dirty little monster, you murderer. You think about me. Go ahead, Anthony. You think bad thoughts about me, and maybe some man in this room, some man with guts, somebody who's so sick to death of living in this kind of place and willing to take a chance, will sneak up behind you and lay something heavy across your skull and end this once and for all.
Yeah.
And
holy shit.
Yeah, the aunt who was like brainwashed or like whatever, she almost does, but nothing happens there. It's this like really tense, like horrible scene of him begging them to kill the kid.
Oh my god.
He's like suddenly, the kid is just so ugly and he calls him a bad man and he's so squinty and like, ugh. And he literally turns him into a Jack-in-the-Box.
Oh my god.
Like, it's so horrible for the time too, because
it sounds so creepy. Oh my god.
I kept forgetting that he turned him into a Jack-in-the-Box before, because they switch between just looking at the shadow of the Jack-in-the-Box, but also looking at him. So the Jack-in-the-Box head is literally like his bust of him, and then everyone's like, the wife is obviously like screaming, and everyone's like, just put it into the cornfield, like make it disappear.
Wish it into the cornfield. Please, son, wish it into the cornfield, please.
Yeah.
And then he does that, and then the wife can't even cry. She's like literally like, oh my god, this is so good, like, you're a good boy. And then it just kind of ends with everyone just playing the piano, and you see the wife like trying not to cry, and it's just so uneasy, and like,
that's the end?
Yeah, that's how it ends.
Oh my god!
It ends with like the classic like Rod Sterling, like, if you see me, just make sure that you're always thinking happy thoughts, because you're now in the Twilight Zone, and it like does its classic Twilight Zone thing.
Yeah. And if by some strange chance you should run across him, you had best think only good thoughts. Anything less than that is handled at your own risk. Because if you do meet Anthony, you can be sure of one thing. You have entered the Twilight Zone.
But yeah, like that uneasy, like, we cannot.
What the hell?
Yeah, like, you just watching it, you just get like this really like helplessness thing, because everyone's, you can't have your own thoughts. He controls the weather. He controls everything. Like, literally, the aunt is complaining that it's really hot, and the mom literally has to be like, but isn't it good that it's hot, and this and that. Yeah. And literally, after he turns his, like, the friend into a Jack-in-the-Box, he also makes it snow, which makes the dad mad, because the crops are gonna die.
Oh God.
But they can't say anything. So they're all like, oh, it's super good. Like, tomorrow's going to be a great day. And it just kind of ends with the ants saying, like, it was way better when there was, like, electricity in cities. And the mom just kind of, like, crying, like, being like, but it's good that he's done this. Like, it's good.
Oh my God. So maybe he got rid of the rest of the world?
Yeah. Either he got rid of the rest of the world, or he, like, took them to another dimension. Because Twilight Zone is the 5th dimension.
Yeah.
But, like, this whole, like, I recommend really watching the episode, and if you have Netflix in America, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I'm creeped out now. Let's get back to this episode. Jesus.
I like to watch old shows, so we'll see in the future what else is
shows.
That's not the worst episode, though. The worst episode is the one about a little doll that murders.
Oh God. Oh God.
That one's scary.
Hello?
My name is Doggy Tina, and I'm going to kill you.
Jesus Christ. Let's get back into Doug. Jesus.
Yeah, back to the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon.
Dewey Fallon.
Dewey Fallon. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
Jesus. Anyway. Ugh. So we go to the third act of this episode, which is Dewey. Yes. He was being very secretive about what he was doing, or what he wanted to do for his only child day. And so we come back to him rooting through a closet. He's grabbing like an extension cord. He's grabbing a bunch of stuff.
And the little robot is right there, like kind of looking at him, and it follows him down a hall.
The little security robot is following him, and he's like, just doing normal kid stuff. But he's kind of speeding after him, so he's kind of like hurrying down the hall.
Yeah.
And he closed the door in its face.
Yeah.
And he's like,
stays.
yeah, and he's plugging in like a legit video camera.
Video camera has I'm guessing the recording software and all of this stuff, and then we get the big reveal. Yeah, because he's all like, "Hey, I'm finally alone. No one will know my deepest secret." And it's the fact that he has a stupid talk show. It's the first episode of his talk show called Dewey Tonight. It's really cute.
It's the cutest thing. He has this whole intro.
Yeah. And he has the studio all set up really cool.
Like how on a TV show there'll be the cut scenes, pictures of former guests and whatever. He's just holding up Polaroids. Yeah. And just flipping through them.
And one of them is Scrooge yelling at the kid.
Yeah, Scrooge yelling at them. And you see he has the Dewey house band.
Yeah.
And it's just him. It's him with black sunglasses and the guitar.
And two stuffed animals.
Yeah, and Bubba Duck skeleton.
Yeah. Good.
He's fine, he's dead. Yes, confirmation that he's dead. But
blessed.
But Dewey has this, whenever he's the Dewey house band guy, he has this smile he always does.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
We're not kidding. It is really Jimmy Fallon and his band. That kind of back and forth that they do.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. He kind of presents everyone, and then he's the host, and he's very he has audio effects.
He does. I don't know how he's doing them.
Same.
But he has audio effects. He has a cardboard cutout audience, which is just his family.
Yeah.
It's Beagley, Webby, Scrooge, and Donald, I think, right?
And Launchpad.
Anna,
holy shit!
I am just being so shitty to Launchpad today. I don't mean to forget him.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
They're fun. I really like the picture, the drawing style.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's really cute. I don't know, I really love how Dewey keeps running back and forth, and they kind of show it.
Yeah, they can show him running back to be the Dewey house band, to be the guy at the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cute. So he has the house band play him to the desk.
Yeah.
Nailed it! We got him back! Dewey, play me to the desk! Cool!
And I think he has the guitar back there.
Yeah, he's just... I guess that's the sound effects that he's doing then?
I guess,
On
yeah.
the guitar? Yeah. But yeah, he's really funny. He starts off with like a little set of jokes.
Yes.
That don't really land until they...
Yeah. It's just like you can't put into. You start to put into words because it's really cute. And
yeah, it just made me really think. Like in my childhood, this is what I wanted to do, but I never got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he has the time to make this like pilot episode of his talk show.
Yeah, and so he goes like, first guest is maybe I should have thought of this before I kicked everyone out.
So he runs to like a drawer and he like, makes his first guest.
Which
like
is
a transformer.
It's like a Voltron looking thing, but ducks.
Yeah.
And he's like, my first guest is my former brother Huey, and he does this robot voice for Huey, and it's like, and he does a robot voice. I can't describe it. Like
it's very monotone. Yeah.
It's super monotone. It's like, let me check the woodchuck guidebook. Hello, Dewey. Thanks for having me.
Hey, that's
kind
good.
Of thing. Thanks. So he starts asking him questions and having Huey respond.
Yeah.
And it's just funny, like how he interprets his brother.
Yeah, like
Huey's a robot.
Yeah, he's like looking through the guidebook to respond. He's like appropriate response. Dewey's like, so how's Only Child Day treating you? And Huey robot is like, I fear it deeply.
Yeah.
Being a triplet is a way of life.
Yeah.
Dewey's like, weird.
Hey, Huey, thanks for coming on the show. Appropriate response to introductory salutation. Let me check the Junior Woodchuck guidebook. Hello, Dewey. Thanks for having me. Hey, buddy, good to have you. So how are you enjoying Only Child Day? I fear it deeply. Being a triplet is a way of life. Things are better in threes. Weird. Super weird. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, super weird.
And then they have like a lightning round of questions.
Yes. Oh my god. It's so funny.
It's really funny because it has a twist.
But with every question, it like zooms in on the Huey robot.
Yeah, he's so like, your name is Huey.
Are you a robot? Yes. I mean, no. And then, like, it turns on him.
Yeah, and he, like, fucking wants to attack Duckburg and, like, kill everyone.
Yeah, Dewey's like, I knew it. And he has the robot, like, fire lasers and shoot little toy, like, the little toy laser things that you see in the ads.
Things. Yeah, like, he set up a band.
Yeah. And the Dewey house band runs off. He grabs an animal.
Yeah.
And runs off. And the robot is threatening to eat your buildings. He's like, I'll pet your cat, but in a really aggressive way.
Yeah. That was, like, my favorite one. I was like, damn, fuck.
That was my favorite.
Like, the security bot that's kind of like...
It's hovering outside.
Happening? Yeah.
Yeah. So he's hearing... Because the security bot is hearing crashing and Dewey yelling, Robo, Huey's on a rampage!
And then he just like moves on to his next guest.
Yeah, he just moves on from this robot attack. Apparently,
he's like, that's great for ratings. Like, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. So he grabs a lamp and a spare hoodie of Louie's.
Yeah,
and draws this face on it. And the voice he does for Louie is so good.
God.
What is it? It's like, hey everybody, I'm...
What's up, McDuck Manor? Louie in the house. Hi, oh no, a robot!
Destroy Duckburg! Destroy Duckburg!
It's attacking me! Hi,
But before Louie can really do anything, he brings back Robot Huey.
Yeah, and just it starts a whole other like attack.
Yeah. Apparently, Robo Huey's now attacking Lamp Louie.
Mm-hmm.
And the security robot outside, its eyes go red.
Yeah. But luckily, Dewey saves the day.
Yeah, Dewey saves the day. He, like, kicks Robo Huey out of the way.
Yeah. And then it made me kind of sad when he makes Louie say.
Yeah! Oh my god!
He's like, you're my hero, you're not the anonymous middle child.
Yeah! I love that, like, that one little line that's played, like, as part of the joke is Dewey's, like, core thing.
Yeah.
Of his fear of being forgotten, of being the anonymous middle one. This goes all the way back to the premiere episode with Scrooge not remembering his name.
I know, he was Bluey.
Yeah, Bluey, or the third one. The first time. He remembered Huey and Louie's name, but not him.
Yeah.
And that, along with Scrooge's whole family, nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
The Dewey desperately making himself stand out.
Yeah.
As Dewey, like, remember me, I'm Dewey. Sad. I love the Louie voice, though. Because he's mimicking, what's that? What had his name? Bobby Monahan?
Yes.
And he has this really distinct voice as, like, Louie, and in general, that's just his voice. He even does, like, the little noises that he makes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like I can't remember how it goes.
I'll put it in.
Yes.
Thanks, Dewey. You're my hero.
Stop!
You're no anonymous middle child. You're the unique glue that holds us brothers together.
Comedy, action, and heart? Who wouldn't want to watch this show?
But anyway, the robot, the security drone, it bursts in. It, like, destroys the wall.
At this point, you're kind of assuming he's here to stop the intruder.
Yeah, the intruder, the robot. And Dewey flips out, because the security drone looks like it's after him.
Yeah, and actual lasers.
Yeah, like Webby said, it cuts a hole through the wall, I think, not even through the door.
Yeah, just that whole wall.
Yeah, there's this huge wall, this huge hole in the wall now. And Dewey's like, oh, my demo tape!
And he grabs his fake brothers and, like, runs down the hall.
Yeah! He locks them all in a closet, and he turns to Robo Huey. He's like, you have a plan, right? And it's like, sorry, I'm technically you, so no, I don't.
And he's like, I don't need you. And then he turns to, like, Lamp Louie, and he's like, you can talk your way out of this. And he's like, nah. I'm also you.
No, because first he does the Louie voice, like, sure, no problem. Yeah. I did it better the first time. I can't remember how it goes now.
We're trying out. We're trying to be replacement voice actors. We can't do much.
They're not there. No. It's just him. And so Dewey's like, stupid only child, eh?
Yeah. It threw me back to, like, oh my god, what did it throw me back to? Oh, the Infernal internship. When like Dewey's telling Huey, like, you're the plans guy. I can't do it. Like, you have to do this. Yeah. And I'm just like, Dewey, you can do it too, you know?
Yeah, no, I think, and like in this instance, Dewey wanting really to have this day for himself, but then when things go wrong, he's like, I need my brother still.
Yeah. And then the robot busts in.
It does the laser, around the door, so the door falls open, and the robot's like, you're cornered. Maybe you should have pushed your brothers away.
Yeah, he's like, maybe you should have appreciated the fact that you have siblings, because certain people would do anything to have them. Yeah. And then I was like,
No, he's like, no one in particular, just hypothetical people.
And that's when Dewey's like, oh, okay, I know who this is.
Yeah, like, so Webby somehow got inside the security drone.
Yeah.
Well, she explained, she, like, ripped a bunch of wires out.
Yeah, and then she fits in there, and like, the little robot collapses.
Yeah, when she climbs out. It's like, Webby following him around and listening to him.
Yeah, I love
to do what's told Dewey deny.
Yeah, I love how Lamp Louie's like, she knows.
Yeah.
And Dewey's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then, like, Webby explains what she did, but the robot starts levitating again.
But at first, Dewey turned on Webby, like, you ruined my only child, eh?
Yeah.
But Webby she's like, I don't get why you want that. You guys just got here. I don't want you splitting up.
Yeah.
Which made me a little worried whether that might happen in the future.
Hate that you brought it up, because it just hit me. No! Foreshadowing!
Considering the huge secret Dewey is keeping from his brothers.
Yeah.
And then we see him when he's in danger, when he thinks he's legitimately in danger, he turns to his brothers. But without them, he feels really lost.
Oh, fuck.
When it comes down to the wire, and I don't think he realizes that.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm hurt now. I hate this. But yeah.
But yes, the drone rises back up in the air, and it's gone crazy at this point, because Webby just pulled out a bunch of really important stuff.
Yeah, all the processing circuits and shit. And it, like, wants them to comply, but they don't really know what he wants them to comply to, so...
It's like, put your hands in the air, and they do. So it's telling them, like, you have 10 seconds to comply, and they're like, we're complying! What? Pointing its laser at them now, and it's gonna shoot them.
So Dewey, like, tackles the thing?
Yeah, he tackles it, and it's firing its laser just crazy, it's spinning around the room.
It goes out of the house.
It bursts out of a window, and kind of goes through the woods outside, and it's heading towards Doofus Drake Mansion.
Yeah, and then it bursts through one of the big, like, windows, and then...
Another window.
And then we see the scene with, like, all of the weird hugging that was going on.
Yeah.
And then, like, the drone thing looks at Louie and Huey, and he, like, matches them, and they're threats now, too.
Yeah. Dewey falls off the drone, and when the drone bursts into the room, like, everyone kind of scatters, and Dewey falls off the drone and lands on top of Huey and Louie. And I think they, like, hug. No, they don't. They get up, and they're like, okay, so what's been going on with you guys?
Huey's like, Beagle Boys, and then Louie's like, psycho kid, psycho rich.
Yeah, Dewey's like, haywire robot. They're like, only sibling day's done for now. We're teaming up. We're together again. We got this.
Yeah, they're, like, scattered to fight each other's, like, stuff, I guess.
Yeah, Huey climbs onto the drone, the security drone, and Dewey confronts Doofus.
Yeah, with the little robot.
He fires one of the little toy laser things.
And it does nothing.
No. And Doofus, he's like, you're funny.
You or whatever.
I'm keeping you. And it's like, what? Yeah. But we see that Huey managed to get control of the security drone and zaps the bracelet out of Doofus' hand. And Doofus runs off screaming.
Yeah, just like that. And then at that point, the Beagle Bros, God, I can't remember their names.
Burger and Bouncer. Did you call them the Beagle Bros?
I did. I called that now. I was gonna call it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so they hug Huey, even though he's in this whole security drone thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we love you, Big Huey, or whatever they call him. And what we see in the background, Big Time gets loose from the tree he was still dangling from.
Yeah. And he immediately, like, goes to threaten them for being dumbasses.
Yeah. At this point, the Bouncer and Burger aren't having it. And then
Bouncer literally says, like, I'd rather be soup blinded than to, like, follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
You two jerks are gonna help me kidnap those boys, or I'm gonna scald you with more than soup.
I'd rather be soup blinded than have to stare at your dumb face.
Hey!
But yeah, Jesus. Louie walks over to them and talks them back into being brothers.
The wonderful speech about how you can only really antagonize your siblings.
Yeah. And I'm like, alright. And Big Time's like, there's no way that's gonna work. But Bouncer just picks them all up. He's like, let's never not fight again. And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Oh god! In the background, Huey and Dewey are both in the security drone, and they're chasing after Doofus.
Oh my god! I just saw that.
It's like firing lasers at him.
Yeah, and then they just like to exit the mansion. They just like carve a big hole through like the door.
And then it explodes. Oh god, no! They're following him in the security drone, but Dewey's firing the little toy robot things at him. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's like they use a laser thing to cut open a hole, but then it just explodes open. Like it's not even the cool like cut out a hole and it falls; it explodes. And they all just run out.
See Webby, Webby like running up to meet them.
She's like, "Are you all brothers again, or did this all happen in another dimension? And you're all evil doppelgangers?"
And they're like, "No, like this is real. This is real."
Yeah. Yeah, like, we're brothers. We're definitely brothers. It's all good.
Yeah, and they're just saying, like, we love being triplets, but we really, like, need time to be our own people and stuff. I was like, that's really sweet.
So you're not gonna break up?
Of course not. We never were. We need each other.
Yeah, I love being a triplet, but we still have to be our own people.
So they assure Webby that they're fine, and Dewey's like, can we have, like, another only sibling day? because this one didn't go too bad. We go back and see like the mansion there's fire all over the place.
There's criminals in there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, apparently they're gonna have another only child day.
Hey, which I thought was I guess good, but god, they really need to not do this again.
Yeah, oh my god, no. Like, the worst possible outcome of Only Child Day, basically.
Jesus.
They all almost died in a variety of ways.
Right? Yeah. Killed by, like, kidnappers or by psycho
like,
kids.
Yeah, like being indoctrinated into the Beagle Boys. Yeah. Being kept forever in a crazy kid's mansion. Dewey's was the least bad.
Yeah, Dewey's was. It was more existential than anything.
Yeah, his is way more existential. And so, Huey's still inside the security drone, and he rides off in it.
Yeah, because they're still gonna enjoy, like, their 2 hours alone time.
That they have left. And it's only Dewey and Webby left, and Dewey's like, so, how much did you hear?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, nothing. And he's like, cool.
And then she starts humming the little theme song that he
Yeah,
did.
she starts singing it. She's like, da da da, Dewey tonight.
So, how much did you see? You know, when you came into my room?
Oh, nothing.
Good.
Dewey tonight. Dewey tonight.
I love how he, like, turns around, like, angry looking at her, like, what the heck?
He's like, you fucking lied to me.
It ends with the kids walking into the sunset.
Yes. It's cute. It was a good episode. It was cute.
It was really nice to get to really, like, see the kids. Because we've gotten, like, their individual episodes.
Yeah.
Getting to see them, like, be individuals in the same episode was really good.
And now we have questions!
Yay!
Should we do Twitter or Tumblr first?
Twitter.
Alright. Twitter. Our first question is from, let me see. Fuck, I can't read this.
Infinirama?
Infinirama. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read. I'm like, Infinity.
Because it's late at night.
Jesus, it is. Oh, wait, what time is it right now?
11:38.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so it's kind of late.
Yeah.
So Infinirama asks, do you think Launchpad has been the Woodchuck troop leader for long? Or did he wreck that bus on the way to the 3-man cookout?
Oh my god. Well, if they hadn't said that he did it before, I would have believed that he could have, like, done it on the way there.
Yeah. I think he said before.
Yeah, I think he said
he said on a camping trip.
Yeah. Oh my
but
God.
I'm assuming it's very recent, considering they haven't hired new troop leaders.
Right? Who would have just let this bus drive?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, he was the driver.
Also,
but there was no one left.
Who looks at Launchpad's driving record and says, yes, you
Yeah.
can be a bus driver?
Yeah. Or maybe they don't look at his record. Like
he doesn't
like
have
they needed a drive. Oh, he just got a license.
True.
So.
True.
Yeah. Oh.
Fuck. Oh my God.
How was he not stopped by police before?
Maybe he was, and he just took off. He's not. You can't get stopped by the police if they can't catch up to you.
I guess. I mean, don't they check the license plate to like Scrooge McDuck and they're like, "Sir, this vehicle's registered in your name." He's like,
"I own the police."
Or maybe he only let Beakley answer the door and she'll just intimidate whoever it is into leaving.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Jeez. No, but yeah. Oh my. Stop giving Launchpad driving jobs.
Yes, oh my god. Only let him drive Scrooge around.
Right? Oh god.
He's the only one who's safe with him.
Oh god. Okay.
So the second question is by Josh Bogues. How much wood could a junior woodchuck chuck if a Beagle Boys woodchuck could chuck wood? I don't know.
All of it.
Sure.
All of it.
Also, who is your favorite woodchuck Beagle Boy?
Bouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He talks.
He talks. He has a personality.
Yeah. Burger mumbles or says fair really weirdly, and that's it.
And also, Bouncer just had like the creepiest faces.
He did. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Like, and since he got all the lines,
Yeah.
And yeah, no, definitely creepy face is like just, ew. It was really good. I wasn't expecting it to take that turn.
No, same.
But
I was like,
yeah, they acknowledge the fact that no, these are adults.
Yeah.
And they're not mentally sound.
No, they're criminals.
They're criminals.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Launchpad. They wanted to forcibly take him back to the junkyard. And indoctrinate him as the new big time.
I'm just like imagining like the news interviewing Launchpad if this had actually gone through, and like, how would you have responded to it?
Jesus, but like I think like if they'd done something like this in the original series, they would not have gone this route.
No,
it would have just been like, oh, we're dumb, we're the Beagle Boys, da 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 da, and oh god, we're all tied up, and now we lost.
Mm-hmm. We lost the children. Like
we lost the children.
An actual threat.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. And the last question is by Pirate Steven. Which guest would you like to see Dewey have on a segment of Dewey Tonight? I really want Glomgold, because if you watch the Dewey Tonight shorts, each time they're like, what's the line?
Oh my god, there's a specific term for when you like...
Yeah. And Flintock Glomgold has been bumped.
Yeah, bumped.
And every time he's like, what? In the background?
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Our apologies to Flintheart Glomgold, who's been bumped. What?
Because there's so at this point there's been 2 of the shorts released, one with Webby and one with Manny the Headless Man-Horse.
Oh my god.
And each time it's like, apologies to Flintheart Glomgold, who's been bumped. What?
I think I want Gyro.
What? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. No, that'd be so good.
He's just... I'm still gonna beat up Gyro at a Walmart.
Yeah.
Like, Gyro, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Watch your back.
Watch your back.
I mean, Gyro would just be such a bitch about it.
Yeah.
Like, being there.
Oh, I love it. It'll be so funny.
I want Scrooge to be there too, just because he's fun, because in the Manny the Headless Man-Horse, Scrooge cancelled. And that's why he had Manny.
Oh, but I love that, like, he told people then, like, what he's doing.
Yeah! Oh my god, yeah, you're right!
It's so cute. Aw.
I didn't think about that. That's cute.
I just think about, like, how easy now it is to, like, really do that and just publish your videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, like, I wanted to do that with my parents' old VHS, but they're like, VHS is expensive. Like, you're not gonna waste it. And I'm like, why not?
Yeah, and now it's like in my fucking phone, I can film it and put it online.
Yeah, like, you know all the dumb shit I film my friends doing? Like, comedy gold. We do have a few questions from Tumblr.
Yeah, we got a few more.
Yes. Anonymous, who do you want to call him?
Oh, Beans. Bethry.
Hey! This just says Doofus or Bubba.
Yeah. Whoa. I think we talked about this a bit earlier.
Yeah. I think for me it's Doofus.
Current Doofus or old Doofus?
Old Doofus.
I think Bubba for me. Because at least, like, he had an explanation for a reason for existing.
It was a weird explanation.
It was weird. Like, they went back in time and brought back this cave guy, and he's kind of just there sometimes now.
That was my question. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. What happened with him at the end? Was he just kind of there?
Bubba?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, he stays. And then after that, I think it's the 4th season, which is, it'll be half Bubba episodes and half Fenton episodes. And half of them will be all Bubba, no Fenton.
Yeah.
Or all Fenton, no Bubba.
Oh my god, I'm like, in my mind, Bubba Trubba is playing, and I hate it.
Please
I
put it in.
The original Rolling Stone! Certified way back home!
Bubba hits the rocks with a
Bubba Clubber.
Bubba takes a bath in a
Bubba Tupper.
Bubba likes to eat his
Bubba Grubber.
Bubba makes a goofy sound.
Bubba Flubber.
It's this song in one of the later episodes, or maybe one of like, there's like a 4-part thing where Bubba like, is introduced.
Yeah. And he like goes to school.
He goes to school.
Oh my god. I wish I had like the more technical capabilities so I could dubstep remix Doofus Falling and Bubba Trubba and just make this hellscape audio.
No. No. I'm glad you can.
I'm gonna make a trap
so
remix.
hard. Jesus. Oh my god, last Christmas, my brother and sister were obsessed with trap music. I'm not joking. It's all they would play. It'd be Christmas themed.
I love it. I was literally listening. I was showing my brother because he was showing me like serious like rap music that he's really into, and I kept showing him the trap remix of the yodeling kid.
That's horrible.
Because I'm just shitty like that. But yeah, oh my gosh. But yeah, so we're divided in this, Doofus and versus Bubba.
Yeah, I prefer Bubba in the original series just because he wasn't nearly as I hated him a lot less.
Doofus, like I said, that whole false scene saves him. But yeah, okay, we have another question from Chess Blackfire. In reference to, I think these were meant for last episode, but okay.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Oh well.
Whatever.
Okay. In reference to the Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains, I have a few thoughts. Goldie kept saying how different Scrooge was. I kind of interpreted that as Scrooge's priorities having shifted a bit since his family re-entered his life. Or maybe it has something to do with what happened to Della? Question mark?
I think it's Della, because when Scrooge sees Goldie in the Glomgold Gala, they talk about how it's been a very long time since they've seen each other. So much longer than the 2-3 months the kids have been with them, and probably something more like the 10 years since Della disappeared.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I don't think she saw him between those 10 years.
Yeah,
just everything. It makes me sad still thinking about that episode.
Yeah, oh my god.
Ugh, we talked a lot that episode.
We did. We always talk a lot. It's a gift.
Yeah. We talk. We just hanging out around us. It sounds like this. We just talk a lot about.
Yeah. You came over for a movie night, and we were talking about. I don't think it was even DuckTales. No. Maybe it was. I don't think it was. We were talking about something, and my roommate is walking by, and she's like, "Is this what your podcasts are like?"
Oh, we were talking about Troll Hunters, I think.
Oh my god.
Which is really good. Watch it on Netflix.
It's real good. It has Anton Yelkin for two full seasons.
Yeah. And Frasier's voice.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's really good. It's taken me a long time to watch it, but it's really good.
It took us a year for you to get through the first season.
We also kept thinking that the season was ending, but it was 26 episodes long.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh, we're almost there. Oh, wait, shit, no, we're not. No, we're not. There's 10 more episodes.
But it's really good. But yeah, okay, there's another question. Again, from Chess Blackfire. I know this one's pretty obvious, but that Aztec-looking artifact, that picture that Goldie leaves Scrooge at the end of the episode is probably going to be set up for the next time we see her. Maybe it's another treasure trove she couldn't get to on her own and will be using Scrooge to get to it. Also, a little thought. If she doesn't keep that tanker full of molten gold at the right temperature, it'll go solid and become a real pain to open up. Thanks, guys. Love the show.
Aw, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Wait, I hadn't thought about that yet, gold.
I was thinking about that. Because it's like any hot metal, it'll cool.
And, forget about not being able to open it. It'll, sink. It'll become really dense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Cartoon logic.
Yeah, cartoon logic, whatever. Cartoon logic. But yeah, definitely the little Aztec amulet thing and the picture definitely set up for when we'll see Goldie again.
I'm excited, because wasn't I just saying that I wanted more Aztec stuff?
Yeah! Oh my god, yes! Yeah, fuck yeah.
Which, the Tres Caballeros, which we haven't seen yet, has some.
No! We have not seen that. I've not seen that show.
Totally not excited about one of my childhood favorite actors being in it.
Yep. Nope. And one last thing, we have a new review. This review is from C. John. Like, the tag is listening to this at work.
Hey, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So the review goes, you guys are really cool. You give context to a long-running fandom that I only recently joined.
Same.
And no offense, yeah. And no offense to the 87 series, but I do not have the time or the brain space to watch you. Plus, it sounds real racist, so nah. Like, the original series is very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever they go to another country that's not white or European,
mm-hmm.
they racist usually.
Yeah, they had trouble not being racist.
Yeah.
I still remember fucking walking slowly. And oh my god.
Three Ducks of the Condor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It can be rough sometimes, but still worth it. Like, watch the really good episodes, definitely drive. Anyway, It continues. It's always more enjoyable to listen to people talk about things they're passionate about, and your guys' passion for this series is really apparent. I'm only on episode 6 of 15 total, but it deserves those 5 stars. My favorite part is the analysis and using the sound clips.
Oh, thank you. That's my favorite parts too.
Definitely. Oh my god. Thank you. Definitely.
Yeah. I think we get better past 6 episodes, so I hope you like it more.
I'm like, oh god. I'm like, please get past episode 6.
I hate listening to our first episode because it's so echoey.
The worst. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we didn't really realize how echoey was in that room.
We were just starting out. Yeah. We were very excited.
I didn't even look Anna in the eyes like the first times we recorded.
That's true.
It's a lot of fun, and I'm happy you guys don't mind us blabbing about these shows, and it's been fun. But yeah, the fans is really good.
I love that people like this.
I know. We've had other people tell us that they listen to the show now too.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. Tad Stones has listened to us. He may be listening now.
Hi, Tad Stones.
Oh god,
Mr. Tad Stones.
But yeah, it's just we never could have expected it. We would get anything like this, any sort of reaction like this.
Yeah,
and it's been crazy. It makes us feel really good.
It does. We're always texting each other, oh my god, so and so interacted, or people are asking us questions, and it's really good to interact with y'all, and that you guys like our, even though we're a little behind.
Yeah, we're gonna catch up.
Yes.
But yeah, we really appreciate it, and we love doing this. So you can find us on Twitter at Amores Patos. I try to be pretty active on there.
Yes.
I am kind of our Twitter person.
Yeah, and it does a lot of the technical stuff.
I do our social media stuff. We're on Tumblr at Amores Patos Podcast.
Yes, I will be posting any of our cosplay photos if you guys want to check them out in the next few days and stuff. And you can also send us questions at our email at amorespatospodcast@gmail.com.
And once again, we'd like to thank Fen for our lovely cover art.
I was trying to explain to my mom where that came from.
The cover art?
Yeah, the novella reference that it was.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what novella it was.
I can't either, but it was.
I have the picture on my computer, but it's novella. I'm like, I like this design. Send.
Oh, I loved it. But thank you guys so much for listening.
Yeah, thanks again. Saludos, amigos.
Saludos, amigos.